Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this particular reading that I'm going to be doing for the collective. And of course, I am going to include all of you people because I make content for only those who are in actual, genuine ascension journey. So there's no promotion of this content, there's no marketing, nothing done. You are here, it's not a coincidence. You are here because of your vibrational energy, and your vibration has brought you to this particular channel and to this reading. You may or may not still 100% resonate with it. For 100%, if you want full focus only on you, then you have to get into a personal session with me that you can book by using the PayPal link. If you're from any other country, if you're from India, then you can email to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com and ask for my PAYTM and GPAY details. So for everybody else, PayPal works, and for Indians, PAYTM and GPAY, which you have to ask from me. But in both cases, please connect with me. Even if you book a session on PayPal, let me know, because sometimes we don't get the notifications on time, or I'm busy with the channelings and messages. Plus, I am an animal lover, animal mother, and animal feeder, a street animal feeder. I cover around 200 street animals every day. So my life is not the way it could seem to a lot of people. I'm going to be using chakra cards, tarot cards, Rider-Waite, and I would probably also use Kipper's card, and I have one whole box of my own cards. It has about 1,000 cards, and I recently added more cards to this list. Okay, so let's find out for this collective, because we are healing the masculine energy and the feminine energies right now, and the masculine needs the help of feminine, the dark matter, the kundalini. We will find out what is the masculine going through right now. Perception. So the masculine has formed a perception about the feminine at this point in time, and perception is also connected with the heart chakra actually. Heart chakra is green in color, and what I sense over here, I see the butterfly, I see this beautiful lady, very beautiful feminine lady is there. Intuitively, what I'm getting from this collective right now is that some of you are actually struggling also with the perception the masculine has formed about you. Like, this person doesn't know you, or doesn't want to know you. Maybe they have certain assumptions about you. In some cases, they could have even spent a lot of time with you, but still, they have certain assumptions, certain perceptions, and they are putting their understanding as per the perception. So maybe they need to either shift their perception or change their perception. And the story with this is the story of the emerald stone. The heart knows what the eyes cannot see. Very, very important, because the masculine is probably looking through the eyes and not thinking via the heart. Like, you can think via the heart. If you let the heart operate, then your heart becomes the actual thinker, and the heart always follows your intuitive energies or your feelings. There is a little bit of noise outside, so just ignore it, guys, all of you. Somebody's doing some construction work, I think. So a young princess wanders into her untended garden. As she claws through the decaying undergrowth, she finds a brilliant emerald stone. The stone speaks and tells the princess to open an old wooden door. She enters a dark corridor, and the door slams shut. Afraid, she moves forward until her hand falls upon another door. It opens to reveal the same garden she left behind, only now it's beautiful, filled with flowers, butterflies, and birds. It's magnificent and familiar. So what is the inspiration? That often our journey brings us full circle, leaving us to wonder why things happen. And emerald stone teaches us to follow through on whatever is before us. Going back is not an option. So what I personally see, because this is the theme of this reading, I sense that the divine masculine is going through a transformation in their hearts. They are going through this transformation. There's a change of perception towards the feminine. They want to explore the unknown. They are looking for a richer experience. They are opening up to your beauty. They are opening up to your open-heartedness and appreciating you. Like they could have formed some perceptions earlier, and they kind of realized that their perception was wrong, or they were hurrying too much. They hurried a lot to form that particular perception, or they were just scared. Some of them were scared. Some of them were fearful of rejection. Some of them were looking at the feminine as not such a nice person, looking at the feminine with a lot of doubt, like this person is not nice, and they were not really thinking about their own actions, what they are doing, how they are behaving. They were not thinking about those things. So I think that's where this whole thing was going bad, and this person is also probably missing you, and they could have missed out on a great opportunity which they are feeling bad about. Like they think that they acted upon poor intuition, wrong gut feeling, like negativity. They were more negative at that point in time, or they were in ego state. So they were so egotistical that they were not even thinking properly. They were not even listening properly. Now this masculine energy could be just about anywhere, but why do we do this type of channeling is because it's always feminine who ascends first. Feminine always ascends before masculine. Privileged lady. Now he is seeing this person as a privileged lady. The masculine is shifting because this privileged lady has done a lot of toil and labor. This privileged lady is a hard worker. This privileged lady is not depending on other people, or she's not like one of those demanding person, narcissist. She's an empath, and maybe the masculine has come across a narcissist or met a narcissist or been with a narcissist for too long that they now feel that they are done with the narcissistic energy, the karmic energy. They kind of seek inspiration from this feminine, according to the cards I can see, and the energy also of this reading. The reason why I use multiple decks, and I have multiple decks with me, is because it really helps me to tap into the collective energy. Like I have my own cards, but using a combination, using a mix of all these cards gives me like more space to, you know, walk into, and it helps me connect with everyone. Like some of you may agree with it, some of you may not, but I felt like sharing this with you all. Now the auto reading card tells me that someone who doesn't care about 3D stuff but is extremely interested in the supernatural. So this could also be an attraction point for the masculine, because I'll tell you why the masculine's perception is changing. Because when you live too long with narcissistic energies, or when you have to heal yourself, obviously the masculine was wounded too, has been wounded, and when they try to do their healing, it happened because they moved, they also shifted. So this perception shifting is probably not just for feminine. Like feminine is it's a result that feminines, for whatever they think about the feminine, has also changed, but actually their whole perception has also changed. So when they look at the feminine, they see that the feminine got freedom and the boring stuff or the regular stuff. I don't want to call it completely boring also and deny it, because through the 3D stuff only people move ahead, you know. So this lady or this person, if it's a male also, they have this energy where they're extremely interested in supernatural, and now the masculine enjoys only supernatural conversations. He or she, whosoever possesses this energy, does not find any other talks interesting. Like they cannot do small talk, they cannot do random talk, they can only do talks which are very high vibrational, which really interest their psyche, which interest their mind, which heal their heart chakra, which heal them, and they are vibrationally into something else. So talking to the feminine is also like a good type of drug, you can say, like how we say source is drug, or the name of Ram, the solar plexus chant is also a drug, because once you start it, once you get on with it, you don't feel like leaving it, you don't feel like reducing it, you only want to increase it. And you can slowly and gradually, step by step, you can see the magic it brings in your life. Similarly, this feminine has this magical energy that he feels. I mean, I'm not comparing the feminine to source, but of course, if the feminine is integrated with source, and we are all made from the same speck of light that source is made from, other people who are also interested in source energy can sense it, can feel the fragrance of it, and he is doing that too. He is kind of a bit ashamed also for the way he behaved in the past. This masculine is also feeling like he was a bit stupid, he was a bit hasty to form a perception, or to take some kind of a hasty decision he took, according to me. And he clearly feels like he should not have done that. So I think he wants forgiveness also for the things he said and did. Pure soul, he sees the feminine as the pure soul, and the feminine is also in hermit stage, or the feminine reminds him of hermit, and this is a high vibrational masculine. So he is not looking for love. He is not looking for lusty females or lusty males if it's a female who's on the other side. He doesn't want lust, he wants pure love, but he does have the desire of love. Like, he also sits alone and sits and thinks, like, can someone love me without my body? Can someone love me without going through the process of lust? Can someone actually love me for who I am? Can actually someone be that amazing, that pure soul, that we have like a very organic, natural flow of like conversation or communication, or just by each other's side and supporting each other, whether it's a normal thing. Or I think even if he's getting triggered by the feminine, I think he's very intrigued, because the feminine is triggering him in a right way. The feminine is triggering him in a way that it's actually good for his growth, because he's able to look within. He's able to look within and look at his own. So he doesn't women are full of lust and who are like looking at him as a body, like a piece of meat, or just looking at his money. He wants the feminine because the feminine has got wisdom. Feminine is beautiful, she's got wisdom. Whosoever has this energy has got lot of nurturing energy, lot of pure nurturing energy, and also good provider, so it's inspiring to look at a person who's so independent. He feels like occupation. Wow, what a card. It's just perfect timing. So she's very well settled in her occupation. He sees that. She is not interested in what he's doing monetarily. She's not interested in his looks. She is not interested in anything, even in the fact, like, she doesn't want his time or anything. Like, it's very interesting for him to see this dynamic, because right now he's the one who wants to get to know her better, and better than even before. Maybe he wants to be like, some of them also want to be connected with the feminine in an official way, like not in a personal way or like in a relationship format, but they want to work with the feminine, they want to join some kind of business, they want to start something with the feminine, or they want to like do like a joint venture kind of a thing. Maybe this is a very mission oriented masculine, because usually they are, and he wants to do something with the feminine, like some kind of mission. He wants to do something with her which is public, official, which has like an announcement. Official also means that he wants to like openly do it. He doesn't want to do anything in secrecy. Okay, so I also see that this masculine is going through a journey. Like, for some of the masculines, who are representing this collective reading, I think they're also a little bit low because of this. I think it has to do with connecting with the feminine. They could be going through certain anxiety. They feel this fear that she may not give two hoots about them because of the way they acted, because of the way they behaved, because of the way they responded. Or, as I said in the very beginning, the word assumption was given to me. Based on their assumption, whatever they did, it was really done in bad taste, as per the feminine also. She also maybe felt that. And, we are always telepathically communicating with other people. And he realizes that the way he acted was very, immature. He was spiritually immature. This person, whosoever I'm picking on, the masculine's energy is also they feel, it's here, rejection. They feel hurt and betrayed. They have emotional pain, sense of loss. And this is not coming from feminine, this is their own personal thing. They feel betrayed by their own intuition. They feel betrayed by themselves, the way they did. And all of this hurt and rejection is coming from their own energy. They feel like a big sense of loss. Feel like I probably tested the feminine too much. Should not have tested the feminine too much. I mean, I should have cut her a slack. I should have been a bit nicer. I should have been a gentleman. I should have just behaved better, because the behavior that masculine displayed was not the right behavior. It was really uncalled for kind of behavior, Not being a gentleman, not being a nice guy, not being a manly man, being very selfish, very cunning. They displayed a very cunning, selfish side of them, which was very unattractive actually. So even if the feminine was extremely probably attracted to this person, even if she felt like, oh, this is such a nice person, after looking at their behavior, their tactics, the feminine also lost that respect. And the feminine was like, it's better I don't even speak to this person, because this guy, this man, or if even a female, if she has this strong energy, the other person felt very put down by it, very turned off by it. And this person was like, I don't even want to speak to this person again. They did go into that energy. However, for those who kind of understood that maybe the masculine is miserable or has gone through certain experiences, or they were not at that level, because to understand a feminine, an awakened feminine, a divine feminine, the man also has to be equally divine. He also has to learn. He has to go through certain lessons to figure it out. He cannot be mediocre and understand her awesomeness. He has to be really genuine, really smart, and he has to be intelligent. Emotionally, he has to be intelligent. Mentally, he has to be strong. And financially, he has to be independent. Then only he can make a good life. He can help her. He can support her. He can stand by her. He can make her feel comfortable. But acting so selfishly, acting so immaturely, giving such a bad taste to someone, it's like making a person feel horrible. So he basically acted in a way, because he himself has so much negativity, he had it so much at that time, that he wanted the feminine to feel bad about who she is. He purposely acted in ways that he wanted to make her feel low of herself, make her feel small, make her feel wrong, make her feel guilty of just being natural and organic, for being a nice person or being an interesting person. So if she's interesting, if she's funny, if she's beautiful, instead of complimenting her, instead of actually being happy about it, oh wow, she's so amazing, I'm so lucky to be even around her, he actually started doing an ego game with her. And he wanted to win that dirty ego game that he played. He wanted to stomp her under his feet. That's not the trait of a true divine masculine. That's a distorted masculine. A distorted masculine is like that. He is puny in the heart. He's small in the heart. He's cunning and he is playing a lot of mind games, and he likes to punish other people. He likes to play the silent treatment game. He likes to play those cheap teenage games where you don't talk to a person properly, you don't answer their phone on time, you don't reply on time, you see the messages, you're purposely showing the person that you've read the messages but not responding to them, acting like, oh, you're on such a high pedestal that the feminine should actually worship you, light like 108 incense sticks around you, or probably couple of incense sticks around you, and then rotate it around you 108 times. She should do all of that. She should worship me. She should be my slave. She is not equal. She doesn't have the right to be an equal. But when this man is with a narcissistic woman, when this man is with the karmic, then he is the slave. These type of men are slaves to the karmics and to the narcissistic women. Then they are doing all kinds of slavery, But if they want to sit next to a divine feminine, a sacred feminine, they want to sit next to a healed person, a healed energy, then they are going to think all the mind games and all the trickiness and all the, all the evilness they have inside of them, it will come out. And this is also the reason why, my dear friends, they get punished via the karmic, because they do not recognize the feminine, they do not respect the feminine. That's why they get punished by a distorted feminine or a karmic or a narcissistic person. Okay, this is the big reason why. But I do sense that they are now feeling bad about what they did. They have deep emotional pain right now, and they are, in the sense, they want to apologize, but I still feel that apology is not always verbal. Apology is always in actions, and apology has to be very sincere and genuine. If they are not looking for lust, or if they cannot settle with someone with lust, or if they thought that the feminine is playing some tricky lustful game with them, then they themselves need to work that out. They themselves need to release that lust from them. Instead of looking at externally outside and blaming her for it, or even if she's not done anything, looking for some kind of a methodology to put her down for no reason. Now, I'm also being shown that some of the masculines, because I'm picking on different masculine energies right now, some of them could also be doing this negativity mentally. Like, they may not have in their actions shown it to the feminine, but mentally they may have gone into a very negative zone, a very low vibe zone. But now they're praying to God. Actually, they're praying to their guides and masters. They're praying to any higher energy there is. They are praying for a pathway, and they will be shown a pathway, because if they're genuinely praying, 3 plus 5, number 8 is shown to me. The number 8 stands for infinity. So yes, they are definitely going to get some positive answer from this, and maybe whatever issue they had, whatever problem they had, that will also heal, that will also go away, and that will also, all the edges that need to be smoothened out between them and their person, that will also smoothen out a bit, and they will be able to communicate like why they did, or what they did, and what was going on in their minds. Because I don't think that they have a very clear side. Like, on their side, what they're offering on the table is not very attractive either. So they first need to work on themselves. They need to make a better offer to the feminine, and probably this person that I'm picking on right now, this person is working on a better offer for the feminine, because they themselves feel that the feminine is so amazing and so beautiful, and their offer is, it's not justifying, it's not a match, vibrational match. It's not a vibrational match to the feminine. So they got to work a bit harder on their offer and on themselves as well. I am also sensing that this person cannot stop thinking about the feminine. Like, they're not dreaming about the feminine right now, but they're not able to get into a space, a healthy space. Like, maybe they're doing all their chores and everything, but mentally they are having a chatter about the feminine. Like, they're like, oh my god, I need to do something, they're in that zone. Those who are in contact and communication, they are definitely watching over you. They could be present, like they're showing you that they're present, and they care about you in some way or the other. They are showing that to you. And yes, they have like very positive feelings also for you, which came in the very beginning because their perception has changed. So I think some of them are those who are totally not in contact, those who are in no contact zone. In this channeling, I'm actually not doing a channeling for them. I'm looking at very high vibrational people. So very high vibrational people, usually even if they block each other out of anger for some time, they cannot go completely out of contact. Like after a while they will put you back in, or they will continue to talk to you in some way or the other. Maybe it was their way of expressing their anger to you, but they are, oh yeah, they are literally at the, like it's the end of this feeling. They are crossing the hurdle, like they have been working on it, so they're almost at the end line, you know, finish line. Basically they're at the finish line. Those who were spiritually working on sorting it out, like some of you could be in the same house, or some of you could be married to your person, but you had some kind of problem going on, some kind of silent treatment was being given to you, or maybe they were punishing you in some way and they were not being nice to you. These people have also figured it out, and they are just about to let go fully. Hanged man, they're about to let go fully, and they're gonna totally surrender to this energy of love and affection, and they will like either come with a good offer, a better offer, or they will start communicating. It all depends on what level you're in. Basically, if you're listening to this, it's a timeless reading, so whichever point, whichever place you are in. So that's why I said I'm not specifically doing this for no contact. I'm doing it as a collective, and different people are being shown to me. So if your situation is no contact, then it will improve. If your situation is, yes, there is communication, but it's not that nice, then that will improve. If you're more into it, then it will be even better. So it will keep shifting from wherever it is. It will definitely shift more, because this person is going to surrender to source. They're going to surrender and become more organic and natural, and then just listen to their heart. They're going to follow their heart, and the heart is going to obviously lead them to the right person and to doing the right things automatically. It's like inspired action will take over them. I think for some of you, for your divine masculine counterpart, it could also be possible that none of this had to do with you per se, like personally, but it was their own challenge. For some of you this could be true. Their own challenge were there, their own problems were there, maybe professional problems, maybe family problems, maybe it was health issue, maybe it was something which was connected to their own individualistic approach towards life. And they were working on it, they have been working on it, but they were not able to find a great solution. They were not able to really get out of that problem, and it was impacting you a lot because you were feeling very helpless and very powerless. You did not know how to deal with it. So I think for them also, they are kind of working on it right now. Some of them are learning a lot, some of them are getting a lot of lessons, but some of them are clearly going through the dark night phase, or the karmic reality check phase, as I call it, because the karmics are going to give them reality check. Some of them are going through that. Some of them are done with the reality check, like, oh no, I don't want it anymore, I've had enough, you know. So they are looking at you as if you are their high priestess, you are their divine goal. Oh wow. And then you are the magician here, you are the person with the magical esoteric energy. You are the one who is interested in something bigger, something better, something which is not so typically 3D. 7 qualities of the soul are purity, peace, love, joy, bliss, powers and knowledge. Imagine I pick up this card at this point when I also pick up the Magician. So they see you, in you, these qualities. They see purity in you, they see peace in you, they see love in you, they see joy in you, they see bliss in you, they see powers in you, they see that you're a very powerful person, and they see knowledge in you. And obviously those who are in the ego state, if they're still in the ego state, they will figure out that they cannot compete with someone who's got so much knowledge. Like, they can't be jealous if other people like you, or if other people want to be around you, or if other people want to learn from you. They should be proud of it. In fact, they should be like, wow, like my person is so amazing that other people are also wanting to know, wanting to learn. Instead of acting from their insecurity and negative programming, they need to also embody the high priestess energy, the magician energy. They need to be the hanged man. And then only 10 of Pentacles is going to show up in their energy, where they have wise counsel, where they have loyal friends, and they have loyal companions. They have the inner child, they have this pillar of support, and they have the healed masculine and feminine energy. So for that, one has to work hard, and for that, I'm also being shown that they need to walk away from the karmic conditioning, from the societal conditioning, from all the negative thoughts they carry. It's not actually good for their health, finances. It's not good for anything, to be honest. Some of the masculines are still like very much holding on to the feminine, their feminines, and they could be very busy. They could be occupied in a lot of things. I mean, I've been shown that her occupation is also very important. So it could be possible that they're very much inspired by her, and due to this sense of inspiration, I feel like going to the Kipper's card again now. Because it was like giving such great energy. Okay, so something fell. Okay, sudden wealth. Wow. I think this is for the feminine. I'm not biased towards the feminine, but I think that the feminine is very focused on earning money, very focused on doing amazing stuff for herself and for her mission. She is gonna build huge resources. She is on the way, or she's already doing it. Whatever it is, now this is giving the masculine a feeling of despair, of not being able to match up to her level, and missing out on the time when she was around him. Like, she was all ears, and she was like, yeah, I'm there for you. But he kind of disrespected it because he did not know how to respect it. He actually displayed a very like, you have these very badly behaved children, very enabled children by their parents. They are enabled to act in horrible ways, like be cranky, be scream and shout, on the road, roll on the floor for small things, or just spit on people. Some of the kids do that. Those are like hardcore enabled children. So he was acting like that, and he's very embarrassed of his behavior. Right now he's feeling so embarrassed. He is feeling like, oh my God, how could I even behave that way? How could I even act that way? Like, it's me who did all of this, and it's me who had to like behave better. I mean, I'm being shown the thief energy also, the despair energy, and these type of energies are actually pointing in the same direction as in all the stuff that we have been talking about. So the cards are totally on point. I think for some of the masculines, they're also thinking that she's not gonna forgive them. The feminine is not gonna forgive them. The feminine is not gonna accept them back. The feminine is not this time, because maybe they have done it like few times already. They've acted in a very cowardly manner, or in a very entitled way, in a way that they are like the god and they need to be worshipped without doing anything godly actually. So now they have realized, or they're having this strong feeling that the masculine is not gonna welcome them back or entertain them at all, because of just their very shady behavior. So This person is also feeling despair. I'm also being shown that they did have a very strong connection with you. I mean, it was a very beautiful connection, and maybe the feminine recognized the masculine's potential. I mean, intuitively they could plug into that part of the masculine energy which was very healed, but in practical 3D reality this person was not that healed. So the masculine was maybe in the presence of feminine was like very interesting, so she plugged into that energetic part of him, but unfortunately I think he took it for granted. So he's actually feeling bad that he took it for granted, and he should not have taken it for granted. I mean, he was actually comparing you with any other person, any other ordinary lady, any other ordinary woman who is gonna look at him and like drop her jaw off on the floor. But you were like not like that at all, not at all, like not even close to what he was thinking. So maybe he was too full of himself also. He was too full of himself, and God knows why he was doing it. He himself is clueless. Like, why would he act this way in front of you? I do sense the suffering of the masculine here. I do feel like they are in some kind of a jail right now and they want to get out of it. They feel like very poor and unfortunate right now. So yes, there's definitely a hope for forgiveness, a hope for fixing things, but the current mood is despair. And all the very best to those masculines. I hope they get it, like get the energy, or they realize and they act upon it in due course of time. Maybe they just needed to learn a lesson, a real hardcore practical lesson, which I think they have. Some of them have, some of them are in the process of going through it, and some of them will soon step into it. It's a progression for all those people as per wherever they are. Okay, so on this note, I will close this channeling session. You can get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. It's a very high vibrational book. It can take you in a better vibe. Kindly get the ebook and the Amazon Kindle copy because that's the latest edited version. You can also work with me one-on-one in therapies. Therapies go on for a long time, but they are very effective if you are trying to release these negative blocks that do not allow you to be in a state where you are a powerful, inspirational person. So you can work with me because these things take time. They don't happen overnight. The right hand holding can make all the difference. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.